Hi, I'm Palter. I'm the director of the percussion program at the University of Arizona in beautiful Tucson, Arizona. And over the past year or so, I've been working on developing and writing exercises meant to specifically help strengthen one's inner sense of time. Now, I think it's fair to say that an accurate perception of meter and time is one of the most important skill sets that we as drummers and percussionists need and should possess. Yet, to my mind, that idea of playing in time is somewhat malleable. And we use words like feel a groove to describe that inner clock. And I like to think about that as the internalization of time that lives between the cracks of metronomic precision. So these exercises I've been developing really utilize one of two things as their foundation. One of them being some sort of ratio, either a very simple one or a more complex one, or a polyrhythm or polyrhythms. And when we talk about polyrhythms, we're talking about two contrasting rhythms that utilize the same linear tempo to move through time. Generally speaking, we subdivide time in some sort of duple feel or some sort of triple feel when we're playing. Less so do we use more complex subdivisions, 5s or 7s. And we also don't tend to use two opposing meter bases simultaneously, or polyrhythms. And so these exercises I've been working on range from quite simple to more complex and more difficult, and they sort of run the gamut of all of those. So with that, why don't we get started? If you like them, please click like. If you like the page, please add it to your favorites. And I'm happy to hear comments and get your feedback in the space below the videos. Feel free to write me something. All right, with that, let's get started. So the first exercise we're going to look at is a real simple ratio exercise. We're going to play 2, call them 8th notes in the snare drum for every 1 quarter note in the kick drum to start with. It's going to sound just like this. Pretty easy. What we're then going to do is accent every note, every second note, 3rd, 4th, 5th, all the way up to 10 in our hands. We're just alternating right, left, right, left. Then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to substitute the hi-hat for the kick drum and do that same thing. So it's going to sound something like this. And we'll play along with the metronome just to make sure we're somewhat in time here. Got it set at 120. So then the next thing we're going to do, that same exercise, but with each accented note, we're going to add whichever foot's not playing, the hi-hat or the kick drum. So if we start with the same 2-to-1 ratio between kick and snare, we'll accent with the hi-hat. So let's put the metronome back on. It's going to sound something like this. I'm going to turn this up just a bit so I can hear a little better. So start there. We have same thing, the opposite. So it's going to sound something like this. I just started playing them on the cymbals because it's kind of fun just to change it up a little bit. But it's the same exercise whether I'm hitting on the snare drum or hitting on cymbals or hitting on some other part of the drum kit. And so, let me turn this off. The last thing that I would say, or the last exercise that you can do pertaining to this exact same idea is we'll play like a 3 against 2 with our feet. So that same quarter note pulse, but